Hi guys, this is Quick Learn Web. This is the fourth session. In third session we learn folder structure of MVC application. In this session you will learn controller in MVC. So let's start. In this session you will learn what is controller, how to add new controller to our project, what are action methods, how to call action method from browser, parameters and action method, and how will you decide when to create a new controller or when to use existing. So first, what's controller? So if we come to the project, I have already created a controller. So controller basically located in controllers folder. For example, this is home controller. This is nothing but just CS file. CS means C#. So we also say that controller, it's a C# file. So home, this is the name of the controller. In controller, this is the postfix for name controller, and it inherit from the base class of controllers. So where this controller class is system.web.mvc. So back to slides. Controller is main panel in MVC. C controllers. Controller handle an incoming URL request, and it inherits from base class system.web.mvc.controllers class. In controller class contain public methods, which is called action method. We will talk on action methods later. Now, how to add a controller to our project? So open Solution Explorer and right click on controller folder, choose add, then controller, then MVC5 controller, empty, or other template we have according to requirement, then click on add. But don't forget to don't remove controller postfix, then add. And this will add blank controller. Let's test it. So let's create a new controller. So right click on controller folder, add controller. So a new window dialog will open. So this is the MVC5 controller but empty. We have three options to choose in MVC5 application: controller, empty controller, controller with read and write action, controller with view using entity framework. So we will work with database, so we use that. So now it's time to create a blank controller. Let's click on that and name everything you want. So this is the postfix, don't remove that, and click on OK button. So it will create a controller, home controller, inherit from controller class. In the third, only public method can be accessed from HTTP request. By default, every action method is GET. So when a request comes from browser, it has verb like get, post, delete, input. An action method return view, file, partial view, JSON string, and etc. So only public method can be accessed from HTTP request. When we access action method from browser, so it must be public. If you create action method private or protected, so it will not access from the browser. So for that we say only public method can be accessed from HTTP request. So let's see action methods. So we told that inside controller we have public methods. These are called action methods, and we said that it must be public to access from browser. It will return action result, this is the name, and it will return file, string, partial view, JSON, and more. Now how to call action method from browser? So first we have use domain / controller name, which controller name, then action method name. Let's create an action method to return string. So public string, for example, index. So return string hello from quick learn web. Let's try this in browser. So the project is successfully executed and it returned hello from quick learn. So this is the domain, and after domain we say that controller name, then action method name. So if we refresh with that, so we will get the same result, the same output. So this is my domain, this is the home controller we created, and this is the index action method that we access from browser.